What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Shep's Garage video. Today we are going to do another video on my Mark 8 Volkswagen GTI. Yes, finally another video on the Mark 8 GTI. In today's video, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update on my problems I've been having with my GTI. Around 3 or 4 months ago, I would maybe say 5 months ago, I made a video on my Mark 8 GTI problems, and it actually it was a pretty good video because it actually got quite a bit of attention. So today I wanted to do today's video. I want to do a little bit of an update on those problems, what has got fixed, what hasn't got fixed, and what problems am I still having with this car. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you are new to my channel and if you're seeing my face on your screen for the very first time, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber, and I can't do it without you guys. And subscribing is free, and you get Mark 8 GTI content, which isn't very common right now, and a bunch of other car content coming in the near future. I'm trying to basically build this car to be like my dream GTI, so subscribe for the journey, because obviously the build is kind of delayed right now, which you guys probably already know that if you're an OG subscriber. Alright, so let's talk problems. So what I mean when I say problems, I don't hate this car at all. I absolutely love it. However, the Mark 8 GTI is kind of well known in the early stages to have, well, problems with the car. Basically, well, when I say problems, I mean basically the car is kind of known to have problems since it's in the early stages, and I kind of made a video about those problems, and I want to basically share with you guys the problems I've been having and what I'm still having. So let's start off with the problems that I have not experienced since I made that video, which is around 4 months ago. Alright, so the problems that I have not experienced. So the first problem the bug or problem that I have not experienced is the radio going out randomly. I know there has been a bug or a glitch, or I don't know how you would say it, but there's a bug with the radio that sometimes when you start the car, right after like you go shopping or whatever, the radio would not work at all. No matter how loud you turn it, what station you're on, what source you're on, it would just not work at all. None of the noises of the car would work. Nothing would play out of the speakers even. And this is quite a frustrating bug, because what's a car ride without music? So I've experienced this a couple times a long time ago, but I'm happy to inform that I have not experienced it recently. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, I have not experienced it just yet. So that's a good thing. So I don't know what has happened, if Volkswagen's fixed it, but yeah, I haven't experienced that bug in quite a while. I don't know if it has something to do with the Harman Kardon sound system, because I know that mainly the main people that are having the issue are actually have the Harman Kardon sound system in their car, and I actually know that Volkswagen doesn't even equip the Harman Kardon sound system anymore on any of their cars. I don't know if that's just the SE, or if that's just the Autobahn, or if it's just all the cars in general, but I wonder if they're having issues with the Harman Kardon sound system, or it could just be chip shortages. I have no idea, but what I've noticed is that the people that have bought Mark 8 GTIs, or the ones for sale currently at dealers right now, they don't have the Harman Kardon sound system for some reason, even on the higher models. So I wonder if it could just be chip shortages, or wondering if they've been having issues with the Harman Kardon sound system. Another problem I was experiencing that I don't anymore was a rattle coming from this side. I kind of explained this in my problems video. There was a rattle coming from this side, and it was quite a noticeable rattle. It was kind of getting quite annoying. So when I actually took the car into, it got so bad and I got so annoyed, I actually took the car in to get looked at, and actually ended up being the glove box was the issue. Somehow the glove box was rattling quite bad, so this is actually a brand new glove box, and now it doesn't rattle anymore for some reason. So luckily that they actually did that for me for free, so it was under the vehicle's warranty, so very nice. Another bug I've been having is sometimes the blind spot monitoring system doesn't work. It says it's not available sometimes when you have it in the dashboard here, but so far I have not experienced that bug or glitch, whatever, again. So that's also a good mark on Volkswagen there. Another thing that actually got fixed when I actually brought this car in was there was a wire under the seat here that wasn't plugged in. Now, I actually plugged it in myself after the video, and it was actually to the ventilated seat, because I noticed when I took my friends in the car, they were like, "Oh, dude, you have ventilated seats." I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Well," I said they work quite well. And when my friend tried it out, in the passenger seat, nothing blew. He's like, "Are you sure these work really well?" Well, it turns out that wire was to the ventilated seats. So now this ventilated seat, the passenger side, works perfectly fine now after I plugged that wire in. A final thing that I had a problem with and that actually got fixed was the air conditioning only blowing out cold air. Now it's summertime, so it only currently blows out cold air, but right now I've actually tried it, and for the past couple months it's actually been blowing out hot and cold air perfectly fine now, which is fantastic. So I no longer have that bug or glitch or problem anymore because, well, it just hasn't been doing it lately. So that's also very, very good. However, those are actually the last of the problems that I have had fixed or have solved with the car. Everything else that I'm mentioning still kind of needs work, unfortunately. Now, the first problem that I've actually had problems with, and this is a quite frequent bug with this car, I would say maybe happens 30 or the 40, maybe 50% of the time, is it's the only, sometimes, and again in the car, only music comes out of the dashboard mounted speaker. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why this does this. I've noticed it only happens after it's rained or if there's heavy winds. But for whatever reason, I started my car the other day in a garage, and it only played out here, and I had to shut off the car, wait a couple minutes, and then it worked fine. But that's quite strange how it did that again. So I haven't had that for a while, but it just came back a couple days ago. So yeah, quite disappointed about that. Another problem I've actually noticed, and I was like, and I'm in a couple of Volkswagen Mark 8 forums, is the door pillars. These pillars are so squeaky, and I don't know why. I don't know if mine are kind of that bad at all, but I mean, you can see they're like quite squeaky. People have complained about this in the past on Volkswagen forums. I'm like, what are you talking about? Mine don't seem to be squeaking that bad, but I've heard a lot worse. So I don't know if Volkswagen is ever gonna come out with a fix for this, because I mean, it would be nice to have solid, like, I don't know what you would call these, pillar trim pieces. But yeah, I mean, these have gotten quite squeaky over the past, what, 5,600 miles of driven this car. The final problem that I still have issues with is the backup camera flickers. So usually sometimes they'll go in and out, like the backup camera will like go black, then come back, go black, then come back, and sometimes it freezes. That's been happening quite a bit lately, and I would say that's the most common bug I've been having. I'm quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that it does that. So it's quite difficult backing out sometimes, but overall, I mean, it's doable, right? I can live with it, but it would be nice to see if Volkswagen will come out with a software fix for the backup camera. I don't know if any of you guys with Mark 8 GTIs have been having backup camera issues, but I certainly have, since mine's a pretty early model, but yeah, it's quite disappointing. Now, you may be so those are all the problems that have been fixed and problems that I'm still having with the car. You may be wondering, are there any problems that I've came up new problems? And I'm happy to inform you there's actually only one problem that I've just noticed or just experiencing, and that is the front assist camera right up here. So for some reason, and it does this actually quite a lot for some reason, but I was actually going into an intersection at one point, and I was actually going around a car, and the car automatically braked but I had plenty of space. So I don't know if there's an issue with the automatic braking on this car. I don't know if any of you guys have Mark 8 GTIs, please comment down below. If any of you guys are experiencing these issues, let me know in the comment section down below. I would be really curious to know if it's just me, or if it's a lot of other people, or maybe it's only a few people. But yeah, sometimes the front assist camera, I would say maybe it's a little bit misjudged when I have plenty of space. I mean, sure as hell, yes, it does work very well. It has definitely, in some situations, it has definitely helped me. But I mean, when going an intersection around a car, it shouldn't automatically brake in the intersection because it frightens you big time. As well as sometimes it does say it's not available in the dashboard. I've been getting that pretty recently. But other than that, that's the really only new problem I've experienced with my GTI. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video on the updated problems I've been having with this car. Again, I don't hate this car at all. I absolutely love it, actually. I think it is a fantastic car. And I can't wait to experience it even more. So it's actually going in for the exhaust, I think, this Friday. I think it's sounding pretty likely. And as well as when it does go in for the exhaust, I'll sure to make a video on that, a review on that. And this will be my last video for about a week, as I am going on vacation again. So the next video you should be seeing is the exhaust, maybe, crossing my fingers. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did, smash that like button, click the subscribe button if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.